Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. So we're going to kick this off by announcing all the different youth council members that have helped put this presentation together, along with our advisors. So I'll go ahead and start off. My name is Katie Harker. I am from Lakin, Kansas. It's all the way southwest, right by Dodge City. And I've been on the youth council for 2 years now, and I'm helping with 48 hours of 4-H this year. Is there another youth council member that would like to introduce themselves?
I'll go next. Hi guys, I'm Madeline Drake and I'm from Pratt County. This is my second year on youth council and I'm super excited to be helping with the 48 hours of 4-H presentation this year.
Okay, I'll go next. I'm Riley. I'm from Chase County, which is by Emporia. And this is my second year on youth council, and this is also my second year helping out with 48 hours of 4-H.
I can go next. Hi everyone, I'm Shanae. I'm from Riley County, and I'm really excited to be helping out with 48 hours of 4-H this year. And this is my first year on council, so.
Hi guys, I'm Annika. I'm from Riley County, so that's near Manhattan, Kansas. This is my first year on youth council, and I'm excited to be helping with this.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Beth Henshaw. I'm the Southeast Area 4-H Youth Development Specialist, and one of the things that I get to do is work with the Kansas 4-H Youth Leadership Council. And the Youth Leadership Council came up with the concept of 48 hours of 4-H several years ago, so it's been fun to work with it, and I'm so excited for all of you to learn from our council members today about this.
No one's talking. It's a lot of pauses because they need to wait for you.
Okay, so this is 48 hours of 4-H, and this is the PowerPoint we made to kind of inform you guys about it, just kind of a crash course on it. So 48 Hours of 4-H is a community service initiative that was created by Youth Council a few years ago, and this year it is October 10th and 11th, 2020. Youth Council's goal is to get every extension unit involved and to have over 2,000 hours of service, all combined. And then one of the biggest goals of this event is to get people involved, and that includes your community members, your 4-H club and the members in it, 4-H alumni, parents, volunteers, community organizations, and also your friends, because it helps get 48 hours of 4-H and also 4-H out there in your community.
All right, so the actual event takes place in October, as I'm sure many of you know, but there's a few things that you need to do in order to get ready for 48 hours of 4-H because it's a really big event. So the first thing is obviously just come up with an idea. It doesn't really matter what you do as long as you're getting out in the community and doing service and just being an active 4-Her. But it's really important that you talk to your club and maybe form a committee to get as many people involved as possible. And that way you can get it organized so it's less stressful. And we also ask that if it's possible, you register your project. There's a link to the website below, and we have them several times throughout the PowerPoint today. But you can register your project, and that allows us to do several things we'll talk about later. But it's really important so that we know what you're doing and that we can help you out in any way we can. And also promote it to the community so that community members know what you're doing and that they can see how active you are.
Hey everybody again. So I'm super excited. If each one of us goes home and has our groups do some type of community service, that's already 30 hours of our 4,000 hours. That's a good start. So different ideas that you can do is you can volunteer at local events like at animal hospitals and things like that. You go volunteer to walk dogs or feed the animals, anything like that. You can also volunteer at residents' homes. You can reach them or sing songs. That's what my club always does. You can create different care packages. You can do care packages for the military or care packages for hospitals like Children's Mercy and things like that. Or you can also help neighbors as well. If they have yard work that needs to be done, you can help with that, or anything that needs to be moved, that would be community service as well. And another thing, this is kind of close to me, is helping other 4-Hers with their projects. So in this picture with the 2 girls and the goat, that was me helping those 2 4-Hers that year show their goat project, and they did really well, and it was really fulfilling for me to be able to help them. So really the options are endless. Have fun with it. Talk to your leaders about it. Get some ideas going, and don't be afraid to go out and just do it.
So after you finished your project, the only thing that's really left to do is the follow-up. So the first thing you need to do is fill out a form about your project, and you can find those on the 48 Hours of 4-H website. And you'll need to include information like numbers, success stories, and photos. And you should also send out thank you notes to everyone who helped, especially anybody who helped you coordinate.
Okay, so a key part of your project is promotion. So you can do that through public service announcements, social media, news releases, and looking back at social media, if you do post your project on social media, be sure to tag our Instagram page and use our hashtags, which you can see there, or you can put it on our Facebook page. And by promoting it, it really helps the community know what you're doing, and it helps get more and more people involved.
So we do have social media. Our Instagram is at 48 Hours of 4-H, and we have a little screenshot down there of what our page looks like. And then we also have a Facebook page, which there's a screenshot down there on what it looks like. And on Facebook, you just need to type in 48 Hours of 4-H. And on there, we'll be posting updates and just reminders throughout the year up until 48 Hours of 4-H. And then hopefully we'll be able to have pictures of different projects that people are doing. So then that can motivate you guys to participate in 48 Hours of 4-H and get your projects going. And then this is our website and a screenshot of that. And like we said earlier, it has a guide to 48 Hours of 4-H. It has the logos if you would need that. It also has a sample press release where you can just type in information if you need that, and all sorts of other things that you may need doing your project. And then there's the link, but it was emailed out to you guys as well.
Does anyone have any questions about 48 Hours of 4-H from the slideshow that we can answer?
And it's okay if you can't think of it now. If you think of a question later, definitely contact one of us or one of our advisors. We're happy to help in any way that we can.
Okay, I think that we are ready to do some door prizes, and then I think we're going to go into some breakout rooms to talk about some projects. Let me see if I can share my screen. All right. Can everybody see a door prize wheel? If you would give me a little thumbs up if you do. Oh yeah, you do. Good. All right. All right. So Hayden S. from Potawatomi County, are you on today? Hayden S. from Potawatomi. Okay, we're going to try another one. How about Hope J. from Potawatomi County? Are you on?
Yes, I am.
Oh, wonderful, Hope. So we're going to send you a prize pack of some 48 hours of 4-H things that will help you promote 48 4-H in your community. We are going to do a couple more door prizes, and I just want to double check. Hayden was not on? Okay. Have to be present to win. Okay, Abby S. from Jewel, are you on? Abby S. from Jewel County.
I don't see her on, Beth.
Okay, all right, we'll do another one. All right, Emma from Cherokee, are you on? Emma from Cherokee, Tristan thinks you're on. Okay, maybe we can't hear Emma, but it sounds like her name is probably on here. So we will probably come back and do a couple more door prizes at the end. How many, Riley or Shanae or Maddie or Katie, how many breakout rooms do we want?
Do you want to have 2 youth council members in each one or just 1?
I think 2, if we can do it, that would be great. And we just need to tell Tristan who needs to go in each room, and she'll put them together that way.
How about you do Shanae and I in one, and then Katie and Annika in the other. I guess there's 5, so Maddie can be in that one, and just split them evenly, or try to split them as evenly as possible if that works.
So when Tristan splits everybody into breakout rooms, you'll go into a separate room, and then you'll all come back here at the end. And it may be that you'll see an invitation down somewhere on your screen to accept to go to that room.
Is this everyone? Do we know?
I don't think we know.
Okay. I don't want to get started without everyone here, so we
Yeah,
can get.
let's just wait a couple more minutes.
Yeah.
Hey guys, do I have at least one youth council member in here? I think I have two, right? Perfect. Yeah, I have four in here. Do I need to split one of you up maybe?
There's 3.
Yeah, there's
here.
3 of us.
Yeah.
Me, Riley, and Annika.
Okay. Let me check on Breakout Room Run and see if I need to move one of you over, but you guys can go ahead and get started.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so first we're gonna talk about like some community service projects we've done for 48 hours of 4-H. So Annika or Shanae, do you guys want to start on that?
Yeah, I can get started. So this isn't for 48 hours of 4-H in particular. This is just something that my club always does. So I'm part of the Ashland Boosters 4-H Club, and so it's kind of in a rural area, and it's like a little town. It's a township, and so there's a local cemetery, and so we always go in the spring and the fall, and we'll rake up the leaves and repaint the fence, and we just kind of like take care of it. And that's something like we always do. It's something really easy. It just takes an evening here and there, but we always enjoy it. So that's, I don't know, there's something like that you can do. It's really simple. It doesn't take a lot of time or supplies, but it still means a lot because then people will see, oh, like the cemetery is clean now and the fence is painted and it looks a lot nicer.
Okay, so a project I did at one point, it was a couple years ago. I made plastic sack mats for the homeless with my club. We collected a whole bunch of plastic sacks and then we crocheted them into mats for the homeless in Chase County. And then we made kits. I applied for a grant and made like kits for them. So like they had different hygiene essentials in there. We also got them like socks and hats and gloves and different things so they could survive the winter. And now they are at the local food pantry, and I haven't checked up again to see if like they're still all there or all gone or really what's going on there, but they were dropped off at the local food pantry so people could pick them up as they needed them. Another thing that my club always does do is that we go to the not nursing home, but it's kind of like assisted living or like low income housing, and that's where like a lot of the elderly that aren't really ready to go to a nursing home yet but need people to check up on them live. And we go there right around Christmas and also Valentine's Day, and we like deliver them like ornaments around Christmas or like little tiny boxes of chocolates on Valentine's Day and just deliver them to their door because some of them like don't have very much family left or they don't come and see them. So then it's just kind of like something to put a smile on their face. So I've also found that that's really fun just because we get to visit with them and different things. And there's also some interesting characters there, but it's also great for people in my club since we have smaller or like younger kids, and we also have older kids, where it's just great for us because we're able to like go take the younger kids with us big kids, and just a great way to socialize, and everybody can be a little goofy, and it's not when we're trying to have a meeting and be all serious.
Yeah, along those lines, we always go Christmas caroling, and we always go to like people who have been like active in our 4-H club in the past, or just people in the community that we know and know would appreciate 7-year-olds singing on their doorstep for 20 minutes. But it's always interesting because we have a primarily younger 4-H club, and so they always get really goofy with it, and we have a really good time. So.
Okay, so we are actually going to do a small community service project while we're in like the class. And so what we're doing is in an email, I think you guys got it yesterday, when we sent out the link to our website, we asked you to have like paper or like, and then crayons or colored pencils or something. And so what we're going to do is, I think we've all heard because of COVID-19, how families like aren't able, I don't know like what the current status is on that, or aren't able to go into the nursing homes to see their family. And so, or like people aren't necessarily going to see their elderly family members. And so our idea was just to make like some cards, draw some pictures, whatever to deliver to them, or like take to the nursing homes and have them disperse however they needed. And so even if you just want to make like 1 or 2, and you can deliver it to your neighbor if you want to, but this is also just something fast and easy and simple you could do during 48 hours of 4-H with your club, because everybody can write a card or draw a picture.
And this is something too, like if you want to send it to like a family member maybe that lives far away and that you can't see, or just a friend that you haven't seen in a long time, it's whoever you want to send it to. It's just the idea is that it's just sending something to someone so they know that you're thinking about them, and yeah.
To put a smile on their face. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then if you guys want to talk or whatever, you can just do that however you want to.
Also, at any point, if you guys have questions or want to talk to us about other ideas, we can do that. Or if you just want to have a conversation while you work on your cards, we're up for that too. So.
So what community service projects have you guys done before?
My 4-H club, we often clean up a trail in one of the parks around us, and it's actually our whole county, and the clubs take turns who gets to clean it which month. So I enjoy that, and I think my club does too.
That's really awesome. It's always good to do something that you enjoy because then it makes it a lot more fun.
And plus, outdoors versus being cooped up inside before it gets cold.
I was president of our middle school, volunteer group, and we used to go hang up signs at our nursing homes, and we would always do the concession stand for our school, like basketball games and football games.
That's what my school does too. We yeah, that's what our community service organizations do at our football games, and then our classes in the high school and then our different clubs do the concession stands at our basketball games and baseball games. Is there anybody else that wants to share a community service project or something they do along the lines of community service?
If you guys can't get your audio to work, I know one of the other breakout rooms had a little bit of trouble with some audio for some of their participants. You can always type into the chat box, and I can share that with the whole group.
So how have you guys enjoyed Discovery Days so far?
So far, it's been good. This is actually the first one I've got to attend.
That's awesome.
One way I like to think of community service projects too is maybe not just during the 48 hours of 4-H. So what are some things that anybody does throughout the year that maybe you could kick up or do something extra special then for 48 hours of 4-H? Or it could just give us ideas of what we could then do during that time frame.
So,
or Joel, do you want to share after Shanae shares?
okay, I'll go really fast. So this was a few years ago where my 4-H club meets. There's a playground outside of the community building, and it for a while was a really rundown playground. It definitely needed replaced, and it was getting to the point where we were kind of concerned it was gonna fall apart. And so we got together with some older members in the community, and we fundraised for it, and then we got to actually replace the playground. And that was probably one of my favorite community service projects because I was younger when I did it, and so the idea of replacing a playground was so intriguing to me, I guess. And it was just a lot of fun to get together with people outside of my 4-H club and work together with them. And so that's something you could do too, is get together with people outside of 4-H, and that's a really good way to both promote it and let them know what you can do with 4-H and the opportunities it offers.
That's awesome. That actually made me think of kind of a cool thought, I guess, too. If you guys are ever thinking of something like big projects like that, don't stop dreaming. You can keep dreaming about those big projects, because one thing that I would say is you could have definitely reached out to your extension agent, and then they could have talked with their other colleagues in the office, because we know of a lot of different grants to help out businesses in the community. whether it be the park or a playground, or kind of really anything, we can probably find a grant to help make it a possibility. So never be afraid that it seems like an out of reach goal, because we have connections across the state that we could try to make things work. That was a great project. Thanks for sharing.
So are any of you guys, I guess I don't know how old you guys are, but are any of you guys like involved in Ks at school or anything?
Our middle
I
school,
didn't.
yeah, our middle school volunteer group is actually like sponsored by K's, and then we have a K's club at our high school, which I'm going to join next year.
Yeah, so at my school, actually, we have junior high Ks and then we have high school Ks. So I've been in Ks for 6 years, 7th grade through 12th grade.
My middle school has a K club, and so I was a part of that. And then my high school actually has a Key club. We don't have a K club, and so I'm not a part of it, but I know a lot of my friends are, and they have a lot of fun and do a lot of really good community service. So
I feel like we're all from like different sizes of schools. So what other activities do you guys have at your schools? Because like I come from it depends on the year. Right now we're a small 2A, but normally we're a big 1A. And we have like everything under the sun, it seems like, compared to a lot of the other 1As. We have FBLA, we have Ks, we have singing groups, we have yearbook, we have newspaper. I can't even think of everything. FFA, FCA, everything like that.
Well, you could say my school is really small because I'm homeschooled. But what I like to do for service is actually recently my family has been going to help out with a food pantry, a mobile food pantry.
that's really awesome. It's so hard, especially during like coronavirus times, to get out in the community, because usually it involves like working together with other people, and that's not much of an option right now. So it's really cool that you can work with your family and still make a difference. That's really important. I'm excited to see your guys' cards.
What did you say?
Oh, I was just saying, I'm excited to see your guys' cards when this is over.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like we have about 5 more minutes in the breakout room. So if there's any last questions you have or anything you want to talk about, definitely go for it or ask away. Yeah. And this has been really fun, y'all, and I'm excited to see what cards you made and what we can do for 48 4-H this year, because I think there's a lot of possibilities.
Same here.
I'm doing a painted desert puzzle over the weekend, so it's a big puzzle I have to do. So, and I'm having some progress on it.
That's really awesome. Have you guys already started working on your 4-H projects? Yeah.
Yes.
What have you been working on?
In fact, I've been working on some of my fiber arts things. So I was working on knitting a sweater, and our fair this year, at least in our county, is probably going to be mostly virtual, and so we're gonna have our things turned in earlier than usual. So I've been kind of working hard to get things done.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm so glad y'all are motivated because I was a senior. And so once it all hit the fan, I just lost complete motivation for it all. So go you for working on 4-H projects.
I couldn't imagine having to turn everything in early. I'm always up. I'm the person that's always up till 3 a.m. the night before because she didn't think she was procrastinating it and she thought she started early enough, but she definitely didn't. And then
that is literally me.
Yes. Yeah, probably my latest project I was actually working on at the fair just before judging. It was like, I had better hurry.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm trying not to repeat that.
Probably a good idea.
So my pig is out in like a really, really muddy spot. And so like these past couple of years haven't been like a good thing for my pig because it's kind of hard to get out there with all the rain. Mm-hmm. And so I normally right before the fair am spending a whole bunch of time with my pig. And that's not going to be a good thing because I have no motivation right now to work on any of my other projects. Yeah, it's just not going to be good.
I started my sewing, but it's turned out to be a lot more like I'll pick out a project and then I'm like, wait a minute, what if I did this? And then I'll like keep adding to it and like I'll change the pattern here and I'll do this, and then all of a sudden it gets really out of hand really fast and it's just not good. So
I do the same thing because like here, I don't know what y'all do for the leadership project, but here we do like posters. And so I always do my poster the night before, like I have to turn it in. And it always takes me, like, I'm like, it's only going to take me an hour. Like, it'll be fine. No, it does not only take you an hour because I'm sitting here and, like, I like being creative. My mom and I, like, go and scrapbook and different things. And so it takes way longer than an hour. It's not.
Is anyone else like struggling to be motivated, especially with 4-H because it's something like, oh, I'm home all summer, I can procrastinate it. Like, but now that I'm home all the time, I just like it's just a constant. I can do it later. I can do it later. Is anyone else doing the same thing?
What keeps me going is like going to Discovery Days and like being a camp counselor and being a counselor at Camp Friends. And yeah, it's just like all motivation has been lost. And like with the senior year thing, like normally when I get out of school, it's 4-H projects because I don't have time during school to work on them. And
Same.
since I only did 3 hours of school a day, not even that because I don't take like all the classes from my high school, it was just, yeah.
All right, guys, so it looks like we can go ahead and go back to the main session anytime. So yeah, go for it.
Yep. We'll see you then.
All right, it looks like we are all back in the main session.
Okay, who heard a really great idea in your breakout session for a service project? Something that you thought was really cool or that you might like your club to try? And if you can unmute and tell us, that's great. I know that some of you have to put it in the chat for us also.
Wait, tell things about what you're doing in 4-H.
Yep. Did you hear a great idea, or do you have a great service project idea?
Yeah, I'm doing horticulture and I'm planting some vegetables and fruits like tomatoes and squash and bell peppers and strawberries, and carrots are finally popping up. Carrots are finally popping up.
Excellent. You know, and the wonderful thing about a garden is you can share a lot of that stuff with other people. That's one of the things that I like about gardening. Who else has a great service project that you heard about or you think you'd like to try? Even if it's not one that you know that you can do, but you thought it was a great idea.
To clean up your meeting area where your club is meeting.
I think that's great too, because so many of those places are community buildings that maybe they don't have a lot of staff. That's one of the things that we heard in our group. So we're going to try to do maybe 2 more door prizes. And then I'm going to let the youth council members kind of wrap this up with just a little reminder about how you get signed up and to take part. But the first thing that we'll do is just a couple more door prizes. So maybe you will win. Hopefully you can see that, because we know Hope and Emma have already won. Okay. Tyler H., are you on? Tyler H., yep. Tristan thinks Tyler H. is on. Fantastic, from Osborne County. Okay, we're going to do one more. See if we can get another winner. Okay, what about Taylor S. from Butler? Do we see Taylor S. from Butler? No? Okay, we'll try another one. How about Mandy from Washington? Do we have Mandy? Nope, we don't think we have Mandy. How about Abby? Do we have Abby S. from Jewel? Abby? Doesn't look like Abby. Wow. Too early in the morning for some people, maybe. Okay, how about Catherine from Johnson County? Do we have Catherine from Johnson County? Oh, yes, Tyler H. we know is here. That's good. I just saw that chat. I don't see Catherine though. Okay, one more and then we're going to wrap up. Hopefully we've got a winner. And I think we've already had Tyler. Tyler, you're pretty lucky today if you got picked twice, I would say. How about Carrot? Is Carrot here? Carrot from Sherman? No? Okay. All right. Well, we are going to stop with the prizes, but Emma, Tyler, and Hope will all have a prize mailed to them. I will let our youth council members wrap the class up.
Okay, everybody. I hope you guys learned some things today. Do you guys know how to get your projects registered and all that? There is a website that's on the K-State Research and Extension. So, Beth, did you send the link to everybody, or was it just to the youth council?
No, everybody got an email with information for the class today. So if you didn't happen to see it before class, just go back to your email and you'll find it. And it does have the link to the 48 Hours of 4-H webpage.
All right. Sweet. I'm on the page right now and just looking through the information. So you want to get your idea up or thought of and mentioned to the committee and all that. Then you want to register your project and make sure to get some pictures of your project whenever it's happening. So if you're doing painting some fences, get some pictures of that. Or putting on a livestock show, get some pictures of that. And you'll want to upload those pictures and tag all of us and all that so we can see all those good ideas. And you want to do a follow-up report as well. So, you guys have any questions at all?
Riley put in the chat that she's having some issues with her internet, but she wanted to tell everyone thank you for signing up and participating in this class, and hopefully we got that everyone got some ideas to take back from her clubs, and she said this is going to be a great year.
Yeah, so just definitely feel free to contact all of us. I know Annika, Katie, and Riley and I and Maddie, we would all be more than happy to answer any questions, or if you need any help or more ideas, we'd definitely be happy to help in any way we can. So feel free to reach out. And thank you guys for coming. This is something I know we're all really passionate about, community service. So thank you guys for everything and for being so awesome today.
Thanks for coming, everyone. We hope you all learned something. And like Shanae said, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And if you're wondering things, I would highly recommend just going to the 48 Hours of 4-H website and clicking around on there and just reading up, because a lot of that will give you better information than what we can give you. If not.
And I believe too, if you guys are wishing to purchase a Discovery Days t-shirt, you can find that on the Discovery Days webpage as well. I believe it was sent with your registration. So those are located there if you want a shirt to kind of remember this week and remember today.